Hollywood's golden era wasn't just a time of cinematic brilliance, it was also a period where a surprising number of iconic stars held atheist beliefs, challenging the norms of their time. In this video, we dive into the lives of 20 major Hollywood celebrities who identified as atheists or expressed strong secular beliefs. From legendary actors and actresses to influential directors and writers, these individuals didn't just make waves in the entertainment industry, they defied societal expectations and made their mark in an era where religion was often intertwined with fame and culture. Mae West was a trailblazing actress, playwright, and sex symbol known for her bold, confident persona and sharp wit. She often challenged societal norms and was outspoken about her secular beliefs, openly criticizing religion and traditional values. Her career was defined by her ability to break boundaries, and her irreverent humor frequently touched on themes of sexuality, independence, and skepticism of authority. West's views on religion were unconventional for her time, and she didn't shy away from expressing her atheism. In a Hollywood that was often influenced by religious values, West was unapologetically secular, using her platform to advocate for personal freedom and the questioning of traditional institutions. Katharine Hepburn, one of the most iconic actresses of the golden era of Hollywood, was known for her strong personality and defiance of conventional norms. While Hepburn never publicly identified as an atheist, she was widely known for her agnostic views and skepticism toward religion. She rarely discussed her spiritual beliefs, choosing instead to focus on her career and personal life. Hepburn's independent spirit extended to all aspects of her life, and she often rejected societal expectations, including those tied to religion. Her agnosticism reflected her broader sense of individuality, where she valued personal freedom and intellectual curiosity over traditional doctrines. Hepburn's complex, multifaceted persona made her an enduring figure in Hollywood, admired for her strength and authenticity both on screen and off. Charlie Chaplin, the legendary comedian and filmmaker, was known for his sharp social commentary and subversive humor. Throughout his career, Chaplin often poked fun at institutions, including religion, reflecting his agnostic leanings. While he never explicitly declared himself an atheist, his skepticism toward authority and traditional beliefs was clear. Chaplin's work often questioned societal norms and explored themes of human suffering, class inequality, and the absurdity of life. In his personal life, he was critical of organized religion, seeing it as a tool used to control people rather than as a force for good. His agnostic perspective informed much of his filmmaking, particularly in the way he tackled serious subjects with humor and satire. Chaplin's ability to challenge norms while maintaining universal appeal made him one of the most influential figures in Hollywood, known as much for his personal views as for his cinematic genius. James Dean, the iconic actor known for his role in Rebel Without a Cause, was famously private about his personal beliefs but expressed skepticism toward religion. Throughout his short life, he was not associated with any particular faith, and he was known to question traditional religious views. Dean's agnosticism and uncertainty about religion mirrored the rebellious and questioning spirit of his on-screen characters. His personal struggles and search for meaning contributed to his enigmatic persona, both in his career and personal life. Despite the pressures of Hollywood, Dean remained an independent thinker, rejecting societal norms, including those tied to religion. His reluctance to conform to traditional expectations, paired with his raw, vulnerable acting style, made him an enduring symbol of youthful defiance and existential questioning. Dean's skepticism toward religion was a reflection of his broader search for identity in an often contradictory world. Gary Cooper, a celebrated actor from Hollywood's golden era, was known for his agnostic views, though he was notably private about his personal beliefs. Cooper's career spanned decades, during which he became a symbol of stoic masculinity, often playing strong, silent types. Despite his on-screen persona, he avoided public discussions about religion and spirituality, preferring to keep his private life away from the spotlight. His agnosticism reflected his independent nature, as he did not easily conform to societal norms, including those surrounding faith. Cooper's reluctance to openly address his views on religion was typical of many Hollywood stars of the time, who often maintained an air of mystery regarding their personal beliefs. His reserved approach to faith contrasted with his larger-than-life roles, but it added to his enigmatic charm, further cementing his place as a beloved yet complex figure in cinema history. Bette Davis, one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses, was known for her strong, independent personality both on and off the screen. Throughout her life, Davis expressed skepticism toward organized religion, making it clear that she did not adhere to traditional religious beliefs. Although she was raised in a religious household, her views evolved over time, and she became critical of religious institutions. Davis's agnosticism aligned with her often rebellious nature, as she was never one to conform to societal expectations. Her secular stance was reflected in her choice of roles and her fierce determination to live life on her own terms. While she never made a public spectacle of her beliefs, Davis's refusal to embrace conventional religious ideas was just one part of her bold and uncompromising persona. Her legacy as a pioneering actress was further enriched by her intellectual independence and defiance of traditional norms. Greta Garbo, the enigmatic star of the golden era of Hollywood, was known for her private and mysterious nature. While she rarely spoke openly about her personal beliefs, it's widely reported that Garbo was not religious and had little interest in traditional religious practices. She preferred to maintain her privacy and was often described as agnostic or irreligious. Despite being a celebrated figure, Garbo's personal life was kept out of the public eye, and she resisted any public labeling of her beliefs. Her detachment from religion was consistent with her independent and free-spirited persona, which captivated audiences worldwide. Marlene Dietrich, the iconic German-American actress and singer, was known for her bold, independent persona both on and off the screen. Famous for her roles in films like The Blue Angel and Desire, Dietrich was also recognized for her strong stance against traditional norms, including organized religion. She was openly agnostic, rejecting conventional religious teachings and practices. Throughout her life, Dietrich expressed a preference for reason over faith, often questioning the role of religion in society. She famously stated that she didn't believe in any god or higher power, emphasizing a rational, secular worldview. Her agnostic beliefs were consistent with her overall approach to life, free-spirited, open-minded, and unapologetically individualistic. As a public figure, she was also ahead of her time in challenging gender roles and societal expectations, further cementing her reputation as a trailblazer both in and outside the entertainment world. Walt Disney, the legendary film producer and animator behind the creation of Disneyland and iconic animated films like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, is often associated with a complex relationship to religion. Though he was not an outspoken atheist, Disney's views leaned more toward agnosticism, and he was not particularly religious. He was known to avoid overt religious themes in his films, preferring to focus on universal themes of hope, wonder, and imagination. Some sources suggest that while Disney attended church services, he did so out of social custom rather than deep spiritual conviction. Additionally, his personal letters and interviews reflected a tendency to focus on reason and innovation rather than religious dogma. As such, Walt Disney remains a figure whose beliefs are often debated, with many viewing him as more secular than religious, despite the influence of Christian values on some of his works. John Huston, the renowned director and actor behind classic films like The Maltese Falcon and The African Queen, was known for his outspoken views, including his stance on religion. Huston was an atheist who didn't shy away from publicly criticizing organized religion. Throughout his life, he expressed skepticism toward the doctrines of major faiths, preferring a rational, secular worldview. He once remarked that he was a non-believer in any form of religion and often criticized how religion was used to control people. Huston's views on religion were consistent with his rebellious and independent nature, both in his personal life and in his work. His films, which often explored complex human nature, morality, and existential themes, reflected his non-religious, sometimes cynical outlook on life. Huston's atheism and his ability to express it openly set him apart in an era when many public figures were more reserved about their beliefs. Paul Robeson, the acclaimed singer, actor, and civil rights activist, was not only known for his powerful voice and impressive performances but also for his outspoken atheist beliefs. Robeson rejected traditional religious teachings and instead embraced a rational, secular worldview. Throughout his career, he was a vocal critic of the role religion played in upholding societal inequalities, particularly in the context of racial injustice. He believed in the importance of human dignity and equality, often linking his atheism with his advocacy for social change. Robeson's atheism, along with his dedication to justice, made him a controversial figure during his time, especially during the Cold War era when his political beliefs led to government scrutiny. Despite facing significant challenges, Robeson remained steadfast in his convictions, using his platform to promote equality and challenge societal norms, both through his art and his activism. Lillian Hellman, the acclaimed playwright and screenwriter known for works like The Children's Hour and The Little Foxes, was a staunch atheist who openly criticized the role of religion in society. Hellman was known for her sharp wit and uncompromising views, and she did not shy away from expressing her skepticism toward religious institutions. She believed that religion often served as a tool for societal control and was skeptical of its influence on politics and personal morality. Throughout her career, Hellman maintained a strong, independent voice, often challenging the status quo in her works and public life. Her atheism was a central part of her worldview, and she often linked her non-belief with her commitment to social justice. Hellman's outspoken atheism, along with her progressive political views, made her a controversial and influential figure, particularly during the politically charged environment of mid-20th century America. Lionel Barrymore, a celebrated actor of Hollywood's golden age, was known for his strong atheism, which he kept largely private but still evident in his personal life. Barrymore, who starred in iconic films like A Bill of Divorcement and It's a Wonderful Life, avoided discussions about religion and preferred not to align himself with any religious group. His atheism was a reflection of his broader skepticism toward organized religion, which he felt was too controlling and restrictive. While not overtly outspoken about his beliefs in the public eye, Barrymore's avoidance of religious discourse in interviews and his more secular lifestyle signaled his stance. His atheism, though not widely discussed in his era, was part of his complex persona as an actor who often portrayed morally conflicted or tragic characters. Despite the heavy religious undertones of Hollywood during his time, Barrymore remained distant from religious affiliations throughout his life. Gene Kelly, renowned for his incredible dance skills and iconic roles in films like Singin' in the Rain and An American in Paris, was a private man when it came to his personal beliefs. While he did not overtly advertise his atheism, Kelly expressed little interest in religious matters throughout his life. He was known for his rational, intellectual approach to life, focusing more on the arts, creativity, and human experience rather than religious or spiritual concerns. Although he wasn't outspoken about his lack of religious affiliation, his views on religion were often inferred through his actions and the way he chose to live. Kelly's secular outlook aligned with his pragmatic and independent nature, emphasizing the importance of personal freedom and reason over tradition. Despite the Hollywood culture's general religious undertones, Kelly maintained a quiet, non-religious stance, allowing his work to speak louder than any religious affiliation might have. Many of these celebrities were quite private about their personal beliefs, but their public remarks and actions reflected their non-religious or agnostic stances. While they weren't always as outspoken as modern-day figures, their views influenced their public personas and helped shape the secular atmosphere of Hollywood during the Golden Age.